Today we start a very important day. It's talk about new methodological trends, not such just buzzwords, but something that we can use as frontiers there to look, there to go. Maybe just goals that we will achieve in several years, or maybe we will be just aware of them and look constantly at what results our colleagues have with them. But I believe it's really important to talk about new trends that appear and what we can start using, or there we can improve what we already have. So do you agree with me that we need to look for something new and develop our skills? Oh, yeah, I see one plus. I hope we don't have managers today, as most of teachers today like lifelong learners. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for agreeing with me. I really appreciate support, and I hope you provide such support for your students too. Any kind of feedback is good, but when you provide feedback with something positive, it becomes a bit better feedback. So we're talking about collaboration and innovation in ELT, but today we're concentrating on the mediation skills. Our publishing house can propose you 2 books, one for the adults, one for secondary school, and as right now we're receiving a letter of recommendation of ministry for one of them. We will be concentrating today mostly on the book New Closer. I will be showing you examples, but if you're interested for a book with mediation for adults, we also have one. Just contact me, I will provide you with samples. Let's take a look at our notice. It's important, I need to mention it, that your certificate of participation for all 3 sessions together, there would be 4 hours for academic hours mentioned. This sign, this QR code for you to check. This is a program. I'm just showing you a program for today. Will be sent to you in the thank you letter in 2 working days. As you understand that it probably would be Monday. If you count in working days. So please be very patient. Please understand that it's a challenge for us to have all these 3 days to prepare and then to send all these certificates in EU standard. That's why please give us time till Monday and then check your emails. If not, check your junk box. If not, contact training@linguist.ua. You would see that at the end of the day there to write. But there you would be able to have your certificate with your number, with your name already input, and you can just check this QR code. It would be working. Yeah? So it's the standard for conferences how we propose you certificates. I'm just showing the program. Very similar would be your certificate looking. As I believe we showed you a lot of certificates and much less program. I decided to choose program today. Let's take a look at our agenda. We will quickly type into mediation. What does it mean? What's the role in the ELT for mediation? There to stick it. Then we'll try to compare it with something that we already know. Life competencies and also 21st century skills. That one. We try to take something new and try to compare what we already know. And to see there we have comparisons and there we already what we already doing and there to improve. I believe it's a really good thing to do like that. Everything new to compare with already prior knowledge and to see there to improve and see when is it necessary for you. I hope it would be, but I will try to explain to you mediation in a simpler word fact, and we will be doing that. We will be talking about mediation tasks. I will show you platform, and also I have a volunteer, Yana, would be helping me today, showing you just a bit how we can play with mediation. And obviously we will be having questions and answers. We will start with the base. I believe if we are learning some new trends, we need to look there to start from something that we know as like a base. And this base for today would be CFR. Tell me, Do you have your phones? Are you ready to use Slido? If yes, please scan it and answer my question. Any kind of ideas? What comes to mind? How so far used in language teaching? How do you use it? How do you use this framework in language teaching? There you see it. How often do you see it? Write anything that comes to your mind. There you see your work meeting these requirements. Okay, I see in assessment. Oh, please use Slido. Then we will be seeing answers together, not me only in the chat. I see people already typing in answers. Let's expect. Okay, okay. I see names. Okay, tasks and learning students' abilities over. Oh, so many language speak. Yeah. Oh, I see very good idea to check progress. Yeah. As obviously, we see some progress. It starts from A1, yeah, and then we progress into C2. So obviously, it's to check a progress, yes. Testing, yes, obviously. Assessment. Also exams would be there, yes. Okay, assistance in the orientation of competence. Yes, definitely. Then I was looking for information how to describe it easier. All these big and fancy words, it goes like that. Can do descriptors. We can use serve as check what our students can do. Yeah, and then it would be action-oriented learning. Yes, we have some goals that we need to achieve, and we take actions to achieve them. So it's action-oriented learning, and it's communication that put in a bit different style. We know the classic style. It's then we're talking about 4 language skills and 2 functions. 4 language skills, obviously listening, reading, speaking, and writing, and grammar and vocabulary functions. But SERF right now proposes us different approach. Yeah, let's take a look what we have for checking students. So progress, okay, task. So I believe we have some common understanding of why we use it, and okay, good idea to choose the task for the class. Yeah, sometimes in the books you can see something like take it further. Then you have B1, and then task propose you a bit of B2. Just push it further. Yeah, like just go outside of comfort zone. try to learn more. Okay, abilities, explain things. Okay, yes, and also it's a good teacher trainer. Yeah, it helps you to see new ideas and stay in tune. Like a good that explains to you there are all these new trends and why I'm taking it. With any new trend, you need to be sure that it goes in, and also from some sound study. It can be just something that we fancy and want to try. Yeah, it can be just like going from experience of several teachers. It should be tested by hundreds of teachers to understand that this would be what we can bring to our classrooms. Yes, and if we see some drawbacks, then we need to improve and then introduce that to the as a trend, I believe. SERF proposed us some language activities, but I told you, not a classic type one like listening, reading, speaking, writing, grammar, vocabulary. Another one, maybe you already seen. New common volume. Maybe it would be a big surprise for you. I put the first letters for all these 4 language activities that SERF proposes. Can you guess the first 2? What does it mean R and what does it mean P in language activities? What types of activities would be R? No reading. I told you it was no reading, no writing, no listening. These words are wouldn't be mentioned in this in this list. Remember, it's for practice. Okay, yes, it can be close. Okay, role playing. Take it further. Think of big things. The push communication to the now. Oh, I see. Reproducing. It was a very close one. As one of them is producing, yes, production, yeah, production, improving. Okay, review. We already moving to the next one. Yeah, practicing. Okay, Let me show you the first one, reception. Oh, no one written reception. What does it mean, reception? It's when we hear something or we read something, we are passive users, we receive something, we have reception. We watch something, we receive, yeah? Reception would be there. So all these activities, listening, reading, or watching videos, it would be reception, yeah? Let's take these big words and connect to what we already know. Reception. Another one, production, differently. Reception and production. Probably you have heard, they say these words connected to pronunciation. Pronunciation can be receptive and productive. Receptive, we listen to pronunciation. Productive, we speak. Yeah, they try to produce it. So production, it would be what? Speaking, writing. Yeah. So what they do? They take our very familiar listening, speaking, reading, writing, and divide them in two groups: receptive, productive. So reception, we read, we listen, and we watch. Production, we speak, and no, obviously we watch as we look. Yeah? We speak, and we write. Nothing new, yeah. But let's take a look at another. Oh, I see. Thank you, Pani Natalia. You already written yes. That I would be for interaction and M for mediation. We will be concentrating mediation today. For us to put it easier, take a look what I told you. Receptive, reading, listening, and watching. Yeah. Productive, speaking and writing. Interaction, what we do? We mix. Imagine, when I was looking at it, I thought about this activity. Then we ask a student to read something and then to explain to another student. That would be interaction. We've done something receptive and then we asked to do production. Or then we even interact with you. It's also interaction. As you listen to me, but you write comments. So listening and writing is happening. And also you're watching, so even two receptives. What would be mediation in that? Here we have a tricky one. We have something that we've heard, we read, or we've seen, but we respond to it and produce a new content. You see, it's taking reception and production in such a way. Why we do that, we will discuss right now, but mediation is about you create something new after you heard, read, or listened to something. Yeah? So mediation works like that. After activities of reading, listening, and watching videos, you can add something productive. Seems like interesting, yeah? Seems like good. Involvement, yes, but please don't mistake engagement and involvement. Engagement, it's active participation. Involvement, it's sometimes involuntary. So, I've taken the craziest idea that it's good to bring you a definition, but I believe it will be interesting one. Take a look. Serft gives us definition that mediation occurs every time then someone acts as social agent, speaker, yeah, or listener, social agent. We communicate with social agents. Right now, I'm your social agent, you're mine. To do what? What this particular? We can be social agents in any kind of situation, but what we need to do? To create something and help to convey something. Yeah, I especially censored it. Previous editor always censored something. So, citation would be like that, within one language or from one language to another. Try to guess, wild guesses. What would be these two words? Idea, okay, yeah, it's close one. New content, okay. We discussed, yeah, social agent creates some this new content after listening to something, after reading something, after, no, let's say student speaks or writes something after reading, after listening, yes. Message, okay, understand. Oh, meaning, yeah, you guessed. You guessed the second one. Have to convey meaning Yes, so particular goal would be not just create something after reading, to create something that helps to understand what been in this original text, original video. Yeah, create. Okay, it will be challenging one. I will show you a tip like that. Take a look. I really enjoy short comic strips to discuss with my students. It provides a lot of content and context too. You can discuss. And you see, they try to build bridge, and we will be doing the same. We will try to create bridges. Why we create bridges? Sometimes then we explain to someone who haven't read the same or didn't pay enough attention to the same text. He or she can understand it differently, and to improve their understanding of the text comprehension, what we like to in our classrooms, to have high comprehension. What we do, we create bridges between our students and teach them mediation. They need to help each other to understand what content they receive in English lessons, yes, and what they do. They have to convey meaning. You see, like in this particular strip, what they tried to build, a suspension bridge. What this builder created, the suspense. Yeah, the suspense. It's miscommunication. So they would really need some mediation, I believe. Yeah, for them to understand that suspension bridge, it's not suspense, but such bridge that is not suspension bridge can create some suspense, a really heavy one. Okay, we have 3 types, and we will just skim it quickly for us to go for the best part for some activity. First of all, what you know and you do, I believe all of you do that. Mediation of text. Note taking. You ask your students to read something and take notes. Yeah? Please put pluses with me for me to understand what you're doing it. Okay, note taking. I believe yes. Next one, summarizing the text. My teachers called it retell. A quick retell, it means summarizing. Long retelling, all the text with all details, it's a big summary, yeah? But summarizing text to tell someone, it's that. Next one, translating text. Sometimes we do that. It's also mediation of the text. We do such activities. Explaining what we've read. Yeah, tell me, when we see our students being distracted, we sometimes ask them, explain what you have heard, yeah, or what you've read, what you've seen. It's explaining. Explain, give general ideas. Yeah, relaying information. It's interesting. If you give your students some infographics, they can retell you using facts very close to original. It's retelling. Explaining and retelling a bit different. One more, evaluating pieces of literature. I will tell you one more secret and funny fact about linguists. We have our own book club inside, and with colleagues right now we are reading Jardin. So we obviously reading it right now, and then we will be analyzing and discussing. So evaluating pieces of literature we also do. It can be prompts. It can be whole books. Yes, we do that. Mediation of the text. It's always been with us during our lessons. And one more, expressing a personal response. Something that we always ask our students: give personal response to a statement or to a question. In my book, New Close-Up, it's called Your Ideas. We do activity, and after that, please propose your ideas about what you've learned. So it's for reflection. We do that, but it's there. Next level, it would be important. We're trying to push it higher. Mediation of concepts. Here we have less and less. The higher level, the less what we do. What it's connected. For me, I explained to myself that it's really connected to collaboration. We concentrated on the concepts today, mostly. Take a look. What types of activities we do? We invite students to share ideas in groups. We have such activities. Pair work, group work, mingling as a class, discussing as a whole class. Yes, we just help them to divide in groups. If you teach online, you break them into the rooms and check how they communicate with each other. So it's inviting, it's start what we do with concepts. But for you to easily understand this approach, try to understand that concepts is something closer to the word topic. Yeah, topic. My body, my family, yes, farm animals, all that. Mediating some ideas, concepts. Yeah, it's closer to that, and we usually discuss such things. We divide our students in a group and ask them to discuss it. Next one, we provide them with questions. Any kind of mediation of concepts, of ideas, goes better if you provide some questions. We also do that, obviously, yes. And next one, what we need to do, not just discuss and stop after that. We need to develop ideas. So all that need to be finished with ideas that I told you, mediation is creating meaning, creating something, new content. So after your students discuss something, some idea, they need to come to a particular solution, or just idea how to try to do something, how to improve something, yes, or new content, yeah, we created new ideas. And then managing interactions, it just naturally we fall into different roles in the communication. So if you as a teacher help them to have productive interactions, yeah, I mean not productive like a lot of speaking, but meaning that it's efficient, it's effective, they speak and they create ideas, then yes, you're helping them mediate concepts. Usually such activities done in pairs, it's easier for students to quickly discuss ideas than to explain the best ideas to the classroom. Yeah. Next, and the final level of mediation, we're going higher and higher, communication. Yeah. Here we will be talking about facilitation, and here I will introducing you to a new word. But I believe if you've been with me yesterday on Chia's session, our international speaker, you already heard this word. Pluricultural space, pluricultural. Have you heard? Try to guess, what does it mean, pluricultural? I know that you know what cultural, and you obviously know multicultural. What does it mean, pluri? It's more or less, just try to me, more or less, for me to understand that you are closer to meaning of pluricultural, or you're going astray from it. More or less, pluricultural, it's more than, how do you think? More, I see. Yes, obviously. But it means not only we stick to cultures as nations, we stick to cultures as it can be different music cultures, yeah? It can be different cuisine cultures. So it's not always related to a particular nation. It includes much more different, let's say sometimes not mentioned cultural things. So we try to create this pluricultural space where we introduce new concepts from other cultures too and compare them. It's that adding something to it. Next one, it's working as an intermediary. What we do? In any communication, it's naturally we have leaders who speak more, and we have supporters who listen more. Yes, sometimes we exchange these roles, but the effective communication goes if it's a group of students. Better than you have mediator role, this intermediary, the person who would be checking if its task is completing, if everything is going okay, gives enough time to every student, ask them about their opinions. It's necessary. So if you're dividing your students into groups, try to introduce 3 roles: leader, supporters, and mediator. And also these why we introduce. Sometimes can be 2 leaders in one group and they propose too much ideas, and it doesn't lead to some productive discussion between students. We need mediators just for the sake of them helping with any kind of disagreements. understanding and proposing solutions. Such is also in our classroom. Just look for them and try to add them to the groups, like evenly, just to have balance. It's something playing into communication, but it's also theory, and I believe it's interesting, but it's like interesting to hear. Let's compare to what we already know, and I hope we will be quickly with it. Try to write one or two words. What from 21st century learning connected to mediation of the text? How do you think? What skills we develop when we mediate the text? Oh, yes, definitely. Most of the time, it's critical thinking. I believe even more we can find here, yes? But definitely, it's about critical thinking. Also, I would include something I believe no one of you looking. Yes, communicators, obviously. We would be communicators on all of these levels. Information and media literate. It's important. It's there. We need to know how to work with information. And here it would be about text. Yes. Self-directed learning can be happening here. Yes. Let's try next one. What about a concept? What we develop here? Oh, analysis, yes, the comparison, contrast, yeah, all that critical thinking. What about concept? What skills we will be developing when we try to collaborate? And we try to help our students to create new ideas after they read something, they've seen something, they've heard something. What it would be? Obvious, of course, creating. Okay, I'm asking you from this picture. Collaboration, yes. Collaborators, they will be collaborators, better collaborators. Okay. What about innovators? They will be innovators. Yeah, they will be proposing new ideas. So we try to empower them with these skills. Yes, problem solvers. They will find some issue. We will discuss and look for solution. Yeah? Why not? And final, communication. I believe it would be obvious that there are false, globally aware, and civilically engaged, yeah, and financial and economical literate. All that would be following there. So you see, all that can be connected. We already know this, all these skills. But it can be connected to the trend of mediation. Yes, it's not so buzzword right now. I hope for you, as it been probably when you've seen my topic and thinking like, okay, what will be done? I hope Yana gives us 5 more minutes fast to try. Please use your slider and choose what strategy we will try today. We will be trying to explain a new concept. I will show you a picture of a book and we will go through it. But let's choose which one we will try, as we don't have a lot of time to try all 3 strategies. You can try all 3 with your students, but choose what you want right now, or like what naturally you do with your students most of the time. Activate prior knowledge about topic and concept. Adapt language by paraphrasing and explaining. I believe I fall for the second mostly. Next one, break down complicated information by identifying main points and then creating steps, or like separating big concept, complicated one, in something that we already learned. Yeah. Okay, I give you a minute. Okay, I see third and second. Let's see. Okay, right now the first one is leading. Okay, but in the chat it's the third one. Adapt language by paraphrasing and explaining. Okay, chat is leading with the third, and the slide is leading in the second. It seems like we have some kind of voting for president or for parliament chosen. Okay, I see. Okay, breakdown, and a lot of first. Okay, activate prior knowledge. Let's give it a second and we will see if right now we don't have a break through of second and third, then we will stick to the first one. Okay, activate prior knowledge. Be sure we will be talking about this. It's not the last time when I'm speaking about it. We will return to these particular strategies and go through them with other webinars. Just not conference provides us enough time to do all of that. Okay, we have the first one, activate prior knowledge, and now I will be showing you a page of my. Okay. Sorry, I will show you. I will take you with me to National Geographic Learning platform, Spark. For it to be understandable that we are on the platform, I will do like that. You see pages, yeah, skipping through the unit. It's a book related heavily to exam preparation, and it's one of the newest one. But Jana, please join us. I have activity to do with you.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, I will be activating your prior knowledge about topic, who am I? I have questions for you. Please take a look at this picture and tell me, how do you think? Make a wild guess. What are these people? How are they connected to each other?
I think they are a family.
Why? Tell me, try to explain to me. What do you see? What indicates that it's a family?
Well, I see clearly two people that are parents. So the man who is bald, no offense, then the woman right across from him with dark hair. She looks same age as him, so probably she is the mother. And the elderly couple who is sitting a little bit further along the table, they are the grandparents, and the children are the children and the grandchildren. It was the first thought that came to me after seeing the picture.
Okay, chat, I have a question for you. What two topics Jana activated right now? Two topics from any type of book. So try to guess. Like my body, yeah? My body work topic. Or what it have been? No, Jana haven't told us about food. Nothing about food. My family. You have heard she activated her vocabulary. You do that with your students. We take a concept. Right now, Jana proposed us simple concept of family. She told about family, and also take a look. Yes, appearance and age. Yes, all this have been there. But I haven't asked Jana about this food. Jana, please take a look at all this food and tell me, how do you think, what they prepare? Breakfast, lunch, or they prepare dinner?
I think maybe dinner, because it looks like a big family meal sort of style to me.
Okay, how do you think in our country, in Ukraine, then we have so many products. We prepare what? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Most of the time it's either lunch or dinner.
Okay, you see, we connecting to this, but tell me, how do you think, what country these people are from? Wild guess. You can choose, let's say, metric, yeah? So it will be not only like a country.
Well, I would like to think that it's somewhere in Europe.
Okay, somewhere in Europe.
Sure where, but somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, I believe I'm taking a book for A2, and I wouldn't be asking my students to be very precise about them knowing. I'm showing you that I just censored once again something for us to check with Jana if she right or wrong. Let's take a look. Okay, yes, Jana was really correct about family. Let's take a look what they've been preparing. Lunch. It's lunch. Okay, but let's guess. Let's check. There are so many products goes to prepare lunch. Sweden. Oh, it's a bit surprising.
Yeah, not too far away from where I was thinking, but yeah.
Yes, and now we can try to introduce Yana, if you would be having more time, to the concept family routine in preparing food. Yeah, in preparing food, we can discuss how we would do that. We would ask Yana to name all these products and propose dishes, what she can create. Maybe one or two she would be able to create in our culture, but ask her how does she think, what dishes they create. We probably don't know, but can we create a soup with it, or do we see something for a soup, or no? We can ask that. You see, a very big and complicated concept of family routines for preparing food. We not always discuss something so real world related. Would be much easier if we divided my family food production. Yeah. Go here and there. But the best way is send us something and then to show. You've seen Yana really enjoyed it. Thank you, Yana, for helping me. I'm finishing right now. I will be showing certificates and we will. I hope we will be ready to continue and give Victoria her rightful time. Okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Okay, we're still on the same page. I'm just mentioning that we're doing that. Bring world to the classroom. Photo from the world to the classroom. And then classroom to life. Concept need to be complicated, need to be real world related, but we can divide it and activate here and there vocabulary, grammar a bit. Yeah, you've seen Yana done it awesome. And also book would be proposing you how to work with pictures. Yeah? How to work with pictures, to ask students to work in pairs and discuss concepts and ask each other questions and agree and disagree. That would be that. How to work with texts. Yeah? And also, Tatiana will be telling you about projects, so I would be trying to be too greedy about it. But also, mediation of skills can be happening with a project. And you see, in our book, we have 2 projects for students to choose. And each of projects for mediation skills work differently. So it means we take a look what works with our students better or where we need to improve, and we choose the right projects for them. And we explain to them what we will be improving. But it's really important that you try to add this mediation to your classroom only through a process of what you already learn and understand. It's something that you already have seen. We've seen what concepts lead you to introducing mediation in the classroom, I hope. So, I mentioned that your certificate of participation will be sent to you on Monday after 2 working days. There you would receive program and also certificate with QR code, this sign, this code. Just please be sure that you fill in our feedback. It's really important for us to understand what you enjoyed all these 3 days, and then download your certificate. If you would be expressing some problems, you can contact us. For example, you can contact me about questions for National Geographic Learning support. My name's Irina Malarova. As you can see, my phone, my email, please use them. I told you I'm using it actively. Visit our site, National Geographic Learning, and I ask you to be a part of our linguist teachers family on Telegram. So this QR code stands for that. There you would be seeing not only in the news from National Geographic Learning, but I hope you will be putting a lot of love and comments and also likes for National Geographic Learning there. Yeah, a bit of shameless. Okay, I see we had something already in questions and answers. I see most of you were writing just variants for what we already done. Tell me, do you have any questions about the topic we discussed, mediation? Okay, if no questions, you can just answer one my final and I'm letting go. Tell me how this mediation sits with you. Put plus or minus. Would you take it for your next classroom? Plus or minus? For me to understand if I'm really helping you to understand this mediation, comprehended. Okay, oh, so many pluses. Thank you. Thank you for having such great feedback. Yeah, please look through for our news. There we will be to discussion mediation much more. Different levels of students, yeah. For difference would be different approaches, but yes.